questions here at SiteSwan, and one that we always get is, why should I sell websites and why now? What's the opportunity? To answer that question, let's start out with a very simple premise. Every small business needs a website. I think we're all in agreement on that. These days, if a business doesn't have a website, it's almost as bad as not having a phone number. But shockingly, only 50% of the businesses in the US have a site. So of the 28 million small businesses in the US, half of them, or 14 million, don't have one, and they need one. They want one. But here's the thing. They don't want to do it themselves. You've probably seen the commercials on TV, heard the commercials on the radio for do-it-yourself website builders that speak directly to the small business owner. Well, guess what? They don't want that. Those systems are not easy to use, and business owners, especially those running real businesses, don't have the time, patience, knowledge, or interest in building their own website. They don't care how cheap it is, or how cheap they believe it to be, because all of those advertised prices triple or quadruple after the first 7-day promotional period, but that's a different story. They would much rather hire someone with experience to do it for them. So why don't they? Because traditional web design is way too expensive. A typical web design firm will charge a pizzeria, for example, $3,000 or more to launch a website. And there are lots of companies with minimum monthly fees of $200. It's ridiculous. You don't need to be charging these kinds of prices if you can efficiently build the sites and manage them. There's a huge profit margin here, and that's where SiteSwan comes in. Our resellers use the SiteSwan platform to build agency-quality websites at do-it-yourself prices. It's the perfect balance. A business owner gets a great-looking site that they didn't need to build themselves at a price they can easily afford and say yes to very quickly.